Hi there, my name is Philip Beck and the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share and subscribe and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And there's more Star Trek news. I thought there was going to be no Star Trek news. There's more Star Trek news. I haven't read the story at all. I haven't read it. I don't know anything about it. We're going to read it together. I looked at it. It's not too long. That's always it's like when you start doing a video about a story and you start scrolling and oh my god, this one is thankfully, reasonably quick. And it's a rumor about somebody to be said to be recast as Kahn, be the third person to play Kahn. I think it's interesting casting. But I think, look, if it's under Kurtzman Trek, it's bound for failure, isn't it? I mean, is Kurtzman Trek going to carry on past Discovery Season 3? Frankly, I'm still amazed. I am amazed it's carrying on to Season 3. I mean, I can't believe it, but okay, I guess so. I mean, they must have unlimited money to pour onto something that's clearly failing, but okay, whatever. I guess I'm not a stockholder at CBS or Paramount or Viacom, whatever it is, whatever it is whatever it is. So yeah, there is news of a recasting of Kahn. Interesting custom. We're going to read the article together. We're going to discuss it together. I think we'll have a bit of a meeting of minds. But before we get into it, can I ask you guys, can you hit that subscribe button? Hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much. My subscribers are inching up. I'd like to get to 2,000 subscribers. Now I'm close enough. I can say I want to get to 2,000 subscribers. If you like it like 12 subscribers, you want to get to 2,000. It sounds a bit bad. But when I'm like 250 subscribers out, I'd love to get to 2,000 subscribers. Why? I don't know. I'm a guy who thinks about why I do things a lot, but I don't know. I just do. I just really, really do. Thank you very much. If you take the time to hit the subscribe button, I am insanely grateful. And it is said, those who bless Svila Betkin, the Rabbi from another planet, those who bless him, themselves are blessed. Now, I have heard stories of people attaining incredible prowess in business, in their romantic life, in sports, just incredible prowess, being blessed from above just by clicking that subscribe button. Now, of course, results can vary, but give it a try. Who knows what could happen? Now, if you subscribe, other than blessings being rained upon your head, hopefully, there are a few other fringe benefits. Firstly, you get into my ongoing competitions. The prize right now is Judge Dredd Origins. Judge Dredd Origins. Look at that freaking awesome Brian Boland cover. Love it. I wonder if he coloured it as well. Probably. The Judge Dredd Origins. Judge Dredd goes on a mission into the cursed earth, into his very origins, which is pretty much the story. And then there's a lengthy flashback sequence to when he's a young judge with his brother, young cadet judge, Judge Rico and Judge Joe Dredd. Work there. To win that, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel and in the comments leave the hashtag Cadet Rico. And second video in a row that I haven't checked that's the actual hashtag. If you use that hashtag and I'm wrong, it's fine. I'll enter you, no problem. Second thing, and this is a bit of a weird one, but it's proven quite popular. Prayer requests. We're in the high holy days in the Kabbalistic worldview. High holy days, and there's a day coming up which is there's supposed to be a very good day for the Gentiles, for the non-Jews of the non-Jewish nations of the world to beseech the good Lord with their requests, with their prayers. I will pray for you. Listen, it's for me. I'm in Israel. It's a local call. No problem. Let me know what you want. Be as specific as you want. Completely anonymous. I will not tell anybody whatever it is you're asking for. It doesn't matter if you believe in God. It doesn't matter if you don't believe in God. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if it will. I hope it works. Listen, I hope you all get whatever it is you want. Something else you might want, by the way. Check down in the video notes. There is a Judge Dredd audio adventure you can download. I put this one on my Google Drive because the other one people had trouble downloading. Download it, enjoy it, and listen to it. And I would say if you do download and listen to it, enjoy it. It was made by a company called Big Finish. They've lost the license now. It's expired. You can't buy this thing anymore. So then I doubt they're going to get the license back. But if they do, and if you download it and you enjoy it, go over to bigfinish.com and buy yourself a digital copy. But I'll say more than that. go over there anyway. If you download it, enjoy it. Check out what else they got. They got a bunch of cheap stuff. I shill very hard for them. I get nothing from it. In fact, yeah, a bunch of their latest releases have not been good, but they have a lot of early ones. Go and check my channel. I got a guide to Big Finish on a budget. Their budget releases. Fine. So okay, let's look at the story. We heard that Star Trek 4 was officially cancelled again. They're not. I know. The vibe I'm getting is that the new woman, what's her name, Emma Sangarother, has come in from Paramount, and I think she wants to clean up Star Trek to be able to sell it. That would make sense because CBS is a company in dire financial straits. It's got to, so it doesn't go under. I think it's got to pay something like $120 billion, $8 million this year to start to pay off their debt. That's their credit card interest, right? That's what they're going to pay off, so their house doesn't get repossessed. That's essentially where they are right now. So they need income. CBS All Access is not doing it for them. They put Star Trek Discovery on their domestic on their terrestrial channel, not really working out well. It got shockingly bad ratings, and so now I woke up this morning. I saw this. Let's read this together. Rumor: Slumdog Millionaire star Dev Patel wanted for the lead role of Kahn in spin-off series. Well, this is interesting. I went, who is thinking about this? Interesting casting. On the face of interesting casting, because Ricardo Montalban, back in the 60s, was definitely trying to be a little bit Indian, wasn't he? His name was Kahn. But obviously he's a Hispanic actor. Star Trek has never been the best at casting people as their nations. Jean-Luc Picard, Patrick Stewart is very English. He's a Yorkshireman, I think. Doesn't get much more bloody English than Patrick Stewart, and he plays a French guy. And then he met his brother, also English for some reason. I guess Americans back in the probably still today, but back in the late 80s, early 90s, they had two categories of people. There was American and there was non-American. And so if you're non-American, you could be, you'd like French, English, what's the difference? So the same thing here. They had a Hispanic actor play an Indian actor. So that I actually thought that was quite interesting when they're going to do Into Darkness. They were initially casting, the rumor I heard was Antonio Banderas, who I haven't seen him since Zorro, and that Zorro movie was pretty darn good. Where's he been? What's the other one? Benicio del Toro, the most wasted man in The Last Jedi, as Kahn, because they have that Hispanic thing going on. And then it was Benedict Cumberbatch, very English Benedict Cumberbatch, had his Kahn was, it was kind of cool when he was jumping around for those few seconds, and when he said, "I'm Kahn." But other than that, so Dev Patel actually sounds like better casting. And I have to tell you, I'm not so opposed to Kurtzman's Trek casting. Now, I don't know who had the idea of Rainn Wilson as Mudd, which I know everybody hated, apart from me. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was like he connected to the original Harry Mudd, but it had more of a dangerous edge to him. So I kind of liked that, but that might have been. I always assumed that was Brian Fuller's idea, because anything good in Star Trek Discovery has to be Brian Fuller's idea, because Kurtzman's an idiot. Fine, let's read the story. A new rumor. So is Ricardo Montalban still alive, you think? Did you ever hear? There's a great prank phone call from, must be the 90s, I heard it on Howard Stern, where somebody phones up, what's he called again? Mr. Sulu. Oh my, George Takei, or George Takei. I always knew how to pronounce his name until he said, "Oh, do you pronounce it this way?" And that moment, I'm like, "Oh, I forgot it. I can't work this out." Prank calls and pretend to be Ricardo Montalban. Just go look for that. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant prank call. A new rumor asserts that Slumdog Millionaire and Lion star Dev Patel is the current frontrunner to play a reimagined version of Khan Noonien Singh in the new spin-off series to focus on the classic Star Trek villain. Not a bad idea. In of itself, not a bad idea. But I think this is Kurtzman. I think Kurt's part of his contract is he's got to have stuff in production. If they don't have anything in production, there's nothing in production. So, listen, I could see this tying into a Section 31 show which I don't think they're making, but I think it's going the way of the Rian Johnson trilogy. But who knows? Who knows what dares to dream? News outlet The Vulcan Reporter. Well, but listen, when I go for a reliable, dependable news outlet, I go for The Vulcan Reporter. The Vulcan Reporter and writer Emery Kayer claims that the studios are seeking an actor of Indian descent to play the genetically engineered superhuman, and though auditions are currently being held, the studio is specifically looking for Patel for the role. Okay, listen, it's not a terrible idea. It's interesting. I'm certainly going to have fun, photoshopping the thumbnail for this for this video. Patel first rose to prominence due to his critically acclaimed performance in the Academy Award-winning Slumdog Millionaire. Freaking great movie. Danny Boyle, Star Trek. Yeah, okay. This is what they should be doing with Star Trek. This is what they should do. They should be doing the director's series. They should do that Tarantino Star Trek that he wanted to do. That Tarantino Star Trek was essentially a remake of a piece of the action, and I guess he'll go back to like 1970s New York, and it'll be that kind of stuff. I want to see that Star Trek. But they should do like a superstar director. Star Trek. They should do. They give it Danny Boyle. Danny Boyle. Whatever you want to do with Star Trek. If you can use the Chris Pine cast, that's great. Go ahead and use that. Use the set. Yeah, and that's what they should be doing. I think that would be really, really good. So I'd like to see a Danny Boyle Star Trek. Who else would be a great Star Trek director? But that's what they should do, a director series. They'd have to say whatever vision you have is whatever vision you have. We'll do whatever, and then I think people will just dig it. Quality, Bottom line, and a thing that Hollywood just cannot understand, the entertainment industry in general can't understand. Quality sells more than anything else. And the lack of quality also does the opposite, right? Has since gone on to star in films such as M. Night Shyamalan, The Last Airbender, which I heard was awful, never saw it, Lion, and The Personal History of David Copperfield. Okay, I haven't seen any of those. He is also set to star as Gawain in the upcoming A24 retelling of The Legend of King Arthur. Again, am I on board for that? I mean, it's a bit silly if you do King Arthur, which are all very like white Anglo-Saxon type people, But I guess if you have somebody who is of a different race who has the essence of that character, it's fine. Like I had no problem with things like Lawrence Fishburne playing Perry White in Superman. It seemed to be like, oh yeah, that makes total sense. He exudes that the essence of that character. So for me that really works. It has a way, but if it's just done for tokenism, it's just done for tokenism, and it's gonna fall flat in its face. I hope he's a good enough actor to be able to tell the difference. Particularly Return of King Arthur, The Green Knight. The film has been delayed from its original 2020 release date, along with everything else. 2020 is over. I mean, are they ever going to release movies in the cinema again? Listen, this could be great news for Star Trek, because Star Trek I think works better at home, and if they can do a low budget cinematic experience at home. That's the sweet spot that you're looking for now. A Kahn-centric spin-off was first hinted in 2017 when it was reported that by the now defunct Geek Exchange claimed that Star Trek II Rother Kahn director Nicholas Bale was working to develop a series for television. Well, that's interesting. That's a good that's a pretty good pedigree. The series entitled SETI Alpha 5. This is SETI Alpha 5! Would have allegedly expanded the adventures of Kahn and his crew between the time where they dropped off in SETI Alpha 5 by Kirk and their clash with the US Enterprise. That's a good idea for a show. That's a show that it could work. It could very, very much work. Especially if you start and end it with like a Space Seed and Star Trek 2. That would be really cool. I would be up for that, actually. But, by Kurtzman, no. When asked about this potential project by Inverse, Mayer told the news outlet, I cannot possibly comment. In 2018, interview with the channel Midnight's Edge. Interesting. Midnight's Edge, that's good. That's a good interview. Mayer revealed that he was commissioned to write a 3-hour or a 3-night event, but ultimately didn't know the current status. Oh, man. If they're resurrecting that sounds good. Although, I get the feeling that Kurtzman's office just looks around for anything they can find. I am convinced Lower Decks is the series pitch that Seth MacFarlane gave to CBS about 5 years ago, which eventually became the Orville. I'm convinced Lower Decks is that, and they use the log lines from each episode on his initial pitch, and they just don't understand Star Trek, which is why they made the dross that it is. Yeah, I'm convinced that Star Trek Discovery, the first 10 episodes were driven mainly by Brian Fuller. So maybe they got this laying around the office. It's like, listen, we got to get something in production. They need something in production, I think, to justify themselves. I don't see them getting Picard in production, right? They're going to need a replacement for Picard because can you insure Patrick Stewart? I don't know. I think their only choice really is to do it like the Three Doctors and have Patrick Stewart in like a Perspex cube, like that. It's been up in the air, explained man. Partially, there was a lot of feud between CBS, and there was a big upheavals at CBS, and they sort of didn't know who was the judge. We still sort of don't know. They also don't know where they were what they were going to do with SETI Alpha 5. This is SETI Alpha 5. Was SETI Alpha 4? Whatever, I can't remember what it was. I'm not exactly sure I'm not sure what happened. I haven't heard from them in some time. Okay. However, in August 2020, the Vulcan Project alleged that CBS All Access had resumed production on the prequel series and speculated they were moving on with a reworked version of the show without Meyer due to his unfamiliarity with its revival. Exactly. Kurtzman has found another thing behind a filing cabinet that he's going to try and develop in the show, which, who knows? I was going to say, any sane person said, this cannot happen. Kurtzman, but Star Trek Discovery Season 3 disproves everything. Star Trek Discovery proves there is no sanity in the world whatsoever. Well, would you be excited to see Patel play Kahn? I don't know. Maybe. Well, again, if it's Kurtzman, though. I mean, it depends who's writing it. How do you feel about this potential Star Trek series? Let us know your thoughts on social media or in the comments below. How about this? I'm going to let you know by making a YouTube video about it. Okay? Is this John F. Trent? I don't think it was John F. Trent. But I will let you know. Who wrote this? It's always good to credit. Spencer Buckley. I'll let you know on social media, just like you told me to. My name is Sheila Becken, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.